Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to our video. So in the previous video we discussed about addition and subtraction of surds. Therefore in this video we're going to discuss about multiplication and division of surds. So I begin with this example. You've said work out the following. So we have root 3 times root 2. This type of surds are known as monomial surds. Monomial surds, from the word mono, means one surd. So root 3 represent one entity, meaning that is already a mono surd. We also have binomial surds, but that one we're going to discuss in the next lecture or in the next video, inshallah, by the will of Allah. So let's begin and work out the first simple example. Now as you can see, it's very easy to multiply or divide surds. As you can see here, we have root 3 times root 2. So very directly, without considering the roots, just look at the numbers, which is 3 times 2. So our answer will be 3 times 2, and we end up having root 6. So that's how easy is multiplication of surds. It's not like addition, where you cannot multiply surds which are different. In multiplication, whether the number under the root are same or they are different, it's easy. You just multiply. It doesn't have any limits like the case of addition. So now here, let's continue with multiplication. Now let me give you another similar case. Let's say you have root 7 times root 5. Let's say this is the second example. I want you to try. As you can see, in the previous example, we said you multiply the number under the root sign. We have 7 multiplied by 5. So I hope that's a simple multiplication. So 7 times 5, you're going to have 35. So easy, so simple. So let me give you another third one. What if you're told root 2 times root 2? So root 2 times root 2, obviously it will become 4. Obviously it will become root 4. And please always try to make sure when you get the result, if you can continue simplifying, try to simplify. And simplification of surds we have learned in the previous videos that we have made. So in this case we have square root of 4. Can we simplify? Yes, of course, because root 4 is not a surd. So you can as well continue simplifying and end up 2 as a result. So let me give you one more example. So let's say, and this one I want you to try. What if you have been given root, let's say 8 times root 3? What do? So we multiply, as we have said or mentioned in the previous examples, the number under the root sign. So we have 8, we have 3. So therefore it becomes 24. Now try to consider 24. Can we simplify further? I don't know, but I think so. Let's find 2 factors of 24 where one of them is a perfect square. I think we can have numbers like 6 by 4, because 6 times 4 it will give you 24. And one of the factors, which is 4, is a perfect square root. So we'll say, as we have previously discussed in simplification of surds, separate the 2. So we'll end up having root 6 times 2, which is just 2 root 6. I think it's easy. So please try to make sure your end result, if it can be simplified, try to simplify. So I hope that is clear. Thank you. Okay, let's go on. So now let's go to another different kind of multiplication of surds, like this. 6, let's say, let's have mixed surd. 6 root 3 times 4 root 7. Still, the same order will work here as well. You're going to multiply these numbers which are outside the bracket, like the whole numbers, and then you multiply the numbers under the root. So we're going to say 6 times 4, we'll have 6 times 4 into root of 3 times 7, root of 21. So 6 times 4, 24 root 21. Very easy. Now, can you try to continue and simplify? You cannot simplify what is already outside the bracket, but what is inside the bracket. And as you can see, what is inside the bracket is 21. So you cannot continue simplify. This is the simplest form that you can express the multiplication of 6 root 3 times 4 root 7. Thank you so much. Let me give you one more example before we go to division of surds. So let's have something like, for example, let's have this. One more example. 4 root 3 times 5 root 6. Now I want you to stop the video and try this question. If you're able to get it, then well and good. Okay, I hope you have done the question. Now try to check out the solution in my steps. So what you can see, as we have mentioned in the previous, we have said that what you do, you will multiply the numbers outside the root sign, meaning the whole numbers, and then come back for the number under the root sign. So as you can see here, what we are going to do is 4 times 5, we are going to get 20, yeah, root 18. So what have we done? What we have done is just, we have said 4 times 5, then we have multiplied 3 times 6. So 4 times 5 is 20, 3 times 6 is 18. Now I think that is how you should multiply. Now there is a question here you need to ask yourself. Can you continue simplifying it? As you have said, in simplification, you make sure reduce the number under the root sign as much as possible, if it can make sense. As you can see here, we have 18. Is there a factor that is within 18 which can be reduced? Yes. Yeah? What do you think, guys? Okay, I think this is how it goes. 20 root 9 times 2, meaning 9 times 2, still 18. So as you can see, one of the factors, which is 9, can be removed outside the bracket, meaning it is a perfect square root. So we'll say 20 root of 9 times root of 2. So we'll have here 20 times root of 9 is 3 times root of 2. Since we have removed 9 out of the root sign to become a whole number, you multiply with 20. So you'll end up having 20 times 3, 60 root 2. All the way from 20 root 18 to 60 root 2. I hope that is clear. Now let's go to the next example. And this example 2, we are going to discuss about division of surds. Now, let's say, for example, you have root 15 divided by root 5. This is very easy. What you do, just try to forget the root signs and divide 15 by 5. So you will just divide 15 divided by 5 under one common root. So 15 divided by 5, very easy as writing ABCD. So that is root 3. So 15 divided by 5, that is root 3. That's all. That's how easy math is. So I hope math is fun, and I would wish you to change your attitudes towards this subject. Alright, let me go to the next example. Let's say you have root of 77 divided by root of 11. Again, if you don't like this root, it looks weird to you, otherwise I see they look nice, try to ignore or forget the square root and just divide 77 divided by 11. So 77 divided by 11, what do we get? We're going to get 7, definitely. I hope that one is not much tricky. So now let's go to a trickier examples other than this. So let's try these other examples. Let's say mixed surds this time round. Let's say you have 12 root 6 divided by 2 root 3. So this thing is simple. Yeah, it's simple. Why simple? I hope you know how to divide whole numbers and you know how to divide the numbers under the root sign. So now what you do is, since you have 12 root 6 divided by 2 root 3, just divide the numbers outside the bracket. The numbers outside the bracket that we are talking about are 12 and 2, then root 6 and root 3. So now we will get 12 divided by 2 into 6 divided by 3. So 12 divided by 2, that's going to give you 6. 6 divided by 3, root 2. Can you simplify? No, that is the simplest form for this kind of division of surds. So most oftenly, sometimes they might ask you a division of surds which looks like this. Let's say 6 root 20 all over 3 root 10. This kind of division is called horizontal division, and this one, the one which you say A all over B, this kind of division is called vertical division. So that is what you should know. Now let's go for a vertical division, and most of the time vertical division is used for fractions. Now, as we have said, this thing is simple. Yeah, it's very easy. It's easy to do it. In short, why am I writing easy? I want you to know that this thing is easy. So yeah, I know you know, but I'm trying to remind you in short. So now let's divide. Here we have 6 all over 3, then we have root 20 all over root 10. So 6 divided by 3, that's going to give you 2. By 3, 1, by 3, 2. Then we have root 20 all over 10. So by 10, 1, by 10, 2. We end up having 2 root 2. Can you continue simplifying from this? Any further? No. So let me give you one more example. Let's say 16 root 8 all over 2 root 2. So easy. What you do, you simplify 16 all over 2 and get 8 all over 2. So 16 divided by 2, that is 8. Guys, 8 divided by 2, that's going to be 4. Can we simplify? Yes. Why? Because the number under the root sign is a perfect square root. So now here you will get square root of 4 is going to be 2. A whole number. Now you can multiply to get 16. Thank you for watching my video. That is the end of my multiplication and division of surds as far as monomial surds is concerned. So in the next lesson, we are going to discuss about binomial multiplication and division of surds. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time.